What's up domainers, it is Celine, and today we are starting with a new tutorial series by the Solana name service called the Newbie Guide. We'll be tackling all the basics of a .sol domain name and progressively getting into all of those nooks and crannies. Potentially you'll discover something you didn't even know your .sol domain has to offer. Today though, I want to start off with just getting you a .sol domain and tackling one of the most common use cases, which is payments using one. All you'd need to follow along with this tutorial today is a already set up wallet. You could use something like Phantom, Solflare, Backpack, you name it, and preferably have it funded with a little bit of SOL to cover transaction fees or to potentially purchase a name if you truly want to follow along. And that's it. Another day, another sleigh. Let's get into this tutorial. Before we start this tutorial, it is good to note that there are two different ways to purchase a domain. The first is from the secondary market, which means you are purchasing it from a seller, similar to how you would purchase an NFT from a marketplace like Tenza, for example. The second way is registering a domain name. This means you are creating a domain from scratch and no one has ever owned it before. Fret not, we will be handling both of these instances in this tutorial, and to kick things off, I'm going to start with the registration process. You can only register a domain name on sns.id, and you can see that I've already visited the site here. When you get here, you might see a few buttons and drop downs, and this can get a little bit overwhelming at sometimes, but the only thing you need to concern yourself about now is the search tab in the middle. This is where you need to get a little bit creative and input the options for your domain. Sometimes it's easier to just start, so I'm going to go ahead with Funny Bunny and give that a search. Okay, so unfortunately this domain is already taken, and there are two really obvious signs. The first is the domain taken tab, and the next is the owned by with the Solana wallet address. Luckily our UI is pretty smart and it spits out AI generated alternatives. As you can see, there's Playful Hair, and if you scroll down a bit, there's Witty Bunny, Chuckle Bunny, Humor. Some of these are quite funny, but none of these are to my liking, so I'm going to continue my search in the search tab above. I do have another in mind, medium rare, and this one is available, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. You might note that there's another button, the quick buy button. Please feel free to select this at this stage. It will immediately prompt a transaction for you to sign, and if successfully executed, you will own the domain. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I want to take you through all of the steps, so I am going to continue to cart. When you are in your cart, you will see the domain name that we have just added. You will see more alternatives and then the order summary. I want to make you aware at this stage that you can bundle a purchase. So this means you can add more than one domain to your cart to check out at once. Like I said, I want to keep this pretty simple, so I am happy to stick with just this domain for this tutorial and proceed to checkout. In the checkout, you will see 3 steps. The first is selecting a wallet on Solana. I have already connected my wallet and hence bounced to the second step, but you would connect the wallet that you already have installed in your browser. You might be prompted to sign a transaction, and that is only to connect to the sns.id site. Next would be a token to pay with. When you register a domain on sns.id, we offer a variety of tokens for you to pay in, and I'm going to show you a few of these when I drop down USDC, PIF, Bonk, you name it. Feeder is SNS's native token, and when you decide to register in this token, you actually get a 5% discount. Because I'm an extreme cheapskate, I'm going to stick with this, and you can actually see the discount in the order summary over here. I'm going to click continue, and you have another order summary. This is really helpful when you have bundled your purchases and selected an alternative token. So you will see that displayed in the token and just another check through. I'm happy with all of this, so I am going to proceed to complete my purchase. We are now sending a transaction, and you will be prompted to confirm this. And voila, the transaction has been completed and you officially have just registered your first domain name. You can see in order history, medium rare, and if you want to double check this, you can actually go to your profile. So top right hand corner, drop down and select my domains. You have now been transported to your profile, and this is really your hub to manage everything when it comes to domains. We'll get into this at a later stage though. So if you scroll down, you will see medium rare over there. When you register the domain, it is automatically linked to your wallet. There's no need to go to some settings tab or to link it. You can now actually use it for payments. And I want to show this to you really quickly. I'm going to open up my wallet. And this is the one that we use to purchase the domain. So as you can tell, I have 63 FIDA over here. I want to hop over to another account of mine and then send some FIDA to mediumrare.sol. I'm just going to send about 10 FIDA. Next, send. And there you go. You've successfully sent FIDA to mediumrare.sol. I'm going to close this up and go back to the account that we used to purchase the domain, and you can see we now have 73 FIDA. And it's as simple as that. I do want to take you guys through the other option, which is purchasing a domain from the secondary market. The first place is SNS. You can go to browse domains and listed domains or categories, but I'm just going to stick to listed domains. And here you can see a few options listed by other owners. To make this process really simple, you can click the filter button, and here you can select whether you want emoji domains, letters, or in a specific category, the price range, or whether it has to contain a certain sequence, starts with or ends with. The other option is to explore an NFT marketplace. I'm going to hop over to Tensor over here. And I've already searched SNS in the search tab, and here you'll see multiple domains, filters as well, and you can kind of browse through this like a window shopping, right, and select the domain you want. And there you have it, guys. You have either registered a domain or purchased it from the secondary market, and you know how to use it for payments. We made it through the first tutorial of the SNS Newbie Guide. I truly hope that you enjoy your new domain name. If you are looking for more updates, do not hesitate to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at SNS, or visit our website at sns.id to perhaps register another domain or get access to our 24/7 customer support staff. If you like this tutorial, please do subscribe to this. More tutorials to come soon. See you next time.